There was a gentleman who came into my courtroom and refused to mask up. In any event you find him and or identify him, I would appreciate identification so I can set him in front of the district court judge for a contempt hearing. I didn't threaten any arrests. I didn't call them up to request anything. I just asked you to leave my courtroom, and if not...
Well, I was told by quite a few people back there that you had demanded that they arrest me and bring me back into the courtroom for a contempt hearing.
Then you were told very wrong. I would appreciate identification so I can set him in front of the district court judge for a contempt hearing. You
had demanded that they arrest me and bring me back into the courtroom for a contempt hearing.
Then you were told very wrong.
Okay, that's inaccurate.
I don't do things like that.
Okay.
Ever.
All right, you guys, this video comes from James Freeman, aka my baby daddy, and this is in Torrance County, New Mexico. Code 3 response for his not wearing a mask inside the courtroom. And then it gets better. The judge, or whoever this guy is, lies directly to James, which is apparently contradictory to the body-worn camera footage which was released. So great job. Great job, you guys. If you are not subscribed to James Freeman, the hell is wrong with you? He's great. Go check him out. We've gone out a bunch of times together on mandates, filming police. He's a great dude. Go over to his channel to see the full version of this video. There's actually several videos in this series.
We're not going to enforce any mask mandate in the courtroom or anywhere else, okay? Just so you know.
I appreciate that, Sheriff.
Let me just say this. We're not going to enforce any mask mandate in the courtroom or anywhere else, okay? Just so you know.
I appreciate that, Sheriff.
So we got a call from the courthouse saying send help.
Urgent response. We didn't know if it was an active shooter or what, so that's
you came prepared for an active shooter? Like for real?
They didn't tell us anything other than get here as fast as you can.
The way they dispatched it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Judge Bennett, right? Bennett told the secretary, get me help now, and then it escalated when it got the dispatch.
This is a classic example of the operator game that we played in first grade, and how the message gets altered for each person that hears it and repeats it. Sadly, there could easily be deadly consequences to this game.
Well, by the time we got it, it felt like all hell was breaking loose. That's why.
So you came code 3?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
No worries. Hey, it's good to see you.
All right, you too, guys.
There was a gentleman who came into my courtroom and refused to mask up. In any event you find him and or identify him, I would appreciate identification so I can set him in front of the district court judge for a contempt hearing.
So you didn't ask for them to arrest me or bring me back for contempt hearing?
No. I would appreciate identification so I can set him in front of the district court judge for a contempt hearing.
I feel the need to preface this story by telling you that the 7th Judicial District Court is in Torrance County, but that the county has absolutely no control over the court. They are completely separate entities. While the court has been absolutely horrible, Torrance County has been wonderful for me to work with over the years and makes an incredible effort to respect individual liberty. Like you and I, they're not perfect, but Torrance County management makes an incredible effort to immediately fix problems when they're brought to their attention, rather than digging their heels in when they're wrong. Multiple deputies and the elected sheriff himself have made an effort to stick their necks out to stand for the people of this county and do what's right, potentially upsetting the establishment and even risking their own livelihood by not playing along. On January 27th, 2023, I was running some errands and drove past the 7th Judicial Court in Torrance County, which shares a building with the Torrance County Sheriff's Office. The parking lot here is usually pretty empty, but on this day there were a lot of cars there, so I stopped by to see what government was doing. When I entered the building, I found that court was in session. All court hearings and trials are public, and any member of the public can attend and observe any public hearing or trial at any time. This is an important part of a free society. It makes it so that the courts can't operate in secret, which is supposed to help keep them accountable. While I attended quite a few court hearings via Zoom during the scamdemic, I hadn't attended any in person since before the scamdemic began, so I thought it'd be interesting to just sit in on this hearing. I made absolutely no attempt to record the hearing simply because I know that they often get crazy over that, even though they shouldn't, and I was just trying to walk around and observe some things, not make a video. My phone was silenced and in my pocket so as not to disrupt the hearing. As soon as I entered the courtroom, I was addressed by a man later identified as Gordon Bennett, a hearing officer. He asked who I was. I told him I'm a member of the public just here to observe the public hearing. He told me that I have to wear a mask. I was genuinely quite shocked and even speechless, didn't know how to respond. Mind you, this is 2023, long after the scamdemic has been declared to have been ended by every single expert and official worldwide. I told him, no thank you, I'll just sit back here and quietly observe, and took my seat in the back corner. He continued barking at me to wear a muzzle. I quickly realized that this unstable man wasn't going to give up the issue, and believed that he may even lie about the events that actually transpired to try to have me thrown in jail. At this point, in order to make sure that there would be an accurate record of the truth, I took my phone out from my pocket and began recording our interaction.
You want to actually continue this conversation, I'll bring in law enforcement. We will continue. So, if you're not going to mask up, you can leave my courtroom. If you want to stay in my courtroom, you can mask up.
I'm 30 feet away from everybody.
Sir?
What's your name? What is it? I can't see it from here.
My name is Gordon Bennett. I'm the hearing officer in this matter, and this is my courtroom.
Okay, well, I'll just sit here quietly. Please proceed.
No. You can leave my courtroom.
Or what?
I will have you escorted out.
By who?
We are off the record.
Hearing officer Gordon Bennett left the courtroom to tell his court staff to call for immediate police assistance, but refused to tell them exactly why, just that it was urgent.
Torrance County Dispatch.
Hi, this is Rayleigh District Court. We have our hearing officer with a domestic violence hearing, and he's requesting police in the courtroom immediately.
Is it a disturbance?
I don't know. He didn't specify. He just wanted SO in the courtroom immediately or as soon as possible.
Okay, I'll go ahead and send them that way.
Alrighty, thank you.
Is this a good callback number?
Yes,
Okay.
384.
Perfect. I'll have them on the way shortly.
Okay, thank you.
Of course. Bye-bye.
Torrance County Dispatch.
Hey, it's Stephanie. What are you doing?
What are you doing, Miss Steph?
Oh, you know. Hey, can you get an officer to District Court for Courtroom 2? They need security ASAP.
Okay, I think someone just called in. Is that for Courtroom 2 security? Yeah. Any
Okay.
idea what's going on?
No idea. Gordon said, how fast can you get me a cop? I need him now.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, my dear.
Bye.
What's your name?
I didn't give it, I'm sorry. Just trying to spectate the public hearing, nothing more, nothing less.
I could appreciate the wish to spectate. I could appreciate this as a public hearing. But you're not going to violate the rules of the courtroom.
Which rules are those?
Put a mask on.
Oh, you want me to put a mask on? Tell you what, if you threaten me with arrest, I'll just leave.
I'm not threatening anything. I'm telling you that if you do not abide by the rules of my courtroom, you will leave. If you choose not to leave of your own accord, You will be escorted.
Would I be arrested or charged with anything?
Well, you continue this, and I may charge you with contempt.
Okay, so there's a threat of arrest then if I don't do what you say right now?
Would you happen to have your phone out and recording this?
I mean,
Are you recording
if there's a
this
threat,
conversation?
if there's a threat of arrest, I'll just leave.
Are you recording this conversation?
The court is. There's a camera there
You're right, the court is.
and there.
By statute and rule, I am allowed and required to record. But by statute...
I'll tell you what, son, I'll just get a bigger team and we'll come back, sweetheart. All right? We'll be back. I headed over to the sheriff's office to talk to newly elected David Frazee to ask if him or his department would be enforcing this mask mandate. At the time, I had no idea that 3 units had already been dispatched to the courthouse and were on their way code 3 lights and sirens. Due to the way that the call was put out, intentionally vague, and then dispatched, the responding officers believed that they were likely responding to some type of active shooter or hostage situation. Is the sheriff here? Okay, or any of the deputies, honestly. What's that? James Freeman. Sheriff David Frazee immediately invited me back to his office to chat. He didn't mind if I recorded the conversation, but I did turn the camera off anyways. I asked him if he would enforce the mask mandate. He said absolutely not. I asked what he would do if they called in the state police to enforce it. He said hopefully it wouldn't come to that, but they would have to look into kicking the state police out of the county if that happened. Meanwhile, outside, his deputies were entering the building, believing that they were walking into a dangerous and violent situation.
Should I get the shield? You never know, yeah, dude. Yeah, that's ridiculous. They need to tell us something.
Everything okay?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Is this one?
2.
Are you guys good?
Yeah. Are you guys looking for the guy that was filming?
We have no idea.
Okay, got somewhere down there. Just wait at the sheriff's office.
It's at 2.
What's going on?
This is Erica Smith. She works for the court and she knows exactly what's going on, but instead of informing the deputies, she allows them to go into the courtroom with guns drawn into what they believe may be a potential hostage situation.
According to stats and cops. So.
You good?
We're gonna go off the record for just a minute.
Obviously, we got a call. Officer, come here, please. Officer, come here, please.
Yeah, you bet. Sorry, I didn't mean to take over your courtroom, but
There was a gentleman who came into my courtroom and refused to mask up
okay,
and started recording me in the courtroom.
okay.
He started basically just
Causing a disturbance.
Causing
Which way did he go?
allegedly he went down to the sheriff's office.
Okay. It was just limited information, so we didn't know if you guys were being held hostage or what, so that's why we came in hard. We'll go find him.
We're not too worried about that.
I know.
Any event you find him and/or identify him,
Uh-huh.
I would appreciate identification so I can set him in front of the district court judge for a contempt hearing.
Yeah, we'll do what we can. Yeah.
Thank you.
Huh?
Do you want to know who he is?
Who?
He goes by James Freeman.
Oh, we know James. Okay. I know James personally. Okay.
Anyway,
Everything okay?
yeah, everybody's fine.
Wonderful.
Shoot, did you guys come for me?
Yeah. Turned into a mess.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna turn the video back. Is it back on? I can go out there if you want, but I got video back on just in case.
No.
You do think?
For what? So we got a call from the courthouse saying send help.
Urgent response. We didn't know if it was an active shooter or what, so that's
So you came prepared for an active shooter? Like for real?
They didn't tell us anything other than get here as fast as you can.
The way they dispatched it.
Dispatched it then?
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
I'll go out there with this if you want, though. I don't want to intrude on areas that should be private.
You can explain, though. He's got the shield,
Yeah, you got the
Yeah. It sounded.
we had no idea what to expect.
Okay.
Let me just say this.
So you came prepared for an active shooter? Like for real?
They didn't tell us anything other than get here as fast as you can.
The way they dispatched
Okay.
it.
Dispatched it then?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll go out there with this if you want, though. I don't want to intrude on areas that should be private.
You can explain to him. He's got the shield.
Yeah, you get the...
We had no idea what to expect.
Okay.
Let me just say this. We're not going to enforce any mask mandate in the courtroom or anywhere else, okay? Just so you know.
I appreciate that, Sheriff.
We're not going to enforce any mask mandate in the courtroom or anywhere else, okay? Just so you know.
I appreciate that, Sheriff.
It just sounded like Jeff Bennett, right? Mm-hmm. Bennett told his secretary, "Get me help now," and then it escalated when it got the dispatch. Well, by the time we got it, like all hell was breaking loose. That's why.
So you came code 3?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
No worries. Hey, it's good to see you.
All right. You too, guys. This is only the beginning of this series. Myself and others have been back multiple times to follow up on this and are working on getting those videos published as well. Had Gordon Bennett kept his mouth shut and simply allowed the public to view public hearings, I never would have ended up stumbling upon how bad the entire 7th Judicial District really is. Mr. Bennett even spoke to me one of the times I went back and told me that it's illegal to cuss through text messages.
It shall be unlawful to threaten, harass, use a phone to do any of these things.
Okay.
Then you go to paragraph B. The mere use of rude, lewd, or profane language is prima facie evidence of intent to threaten, harass, annoy, or offend. So you meet all of the elements just by using the F word in a text.
Really?
That's
I'm gonna
what
text.
the law states.
I'm gonna text my lawyer. F you right now. What do you think? What do you think? I'll do it right now in front of you. I'm gonna text my lawyer. F you.
Lieutenant, I'm not doing anything, am I?
Come on. Here. There's my lawyer. Come on. I'm gonna text him. F you.
I just came out to say hello to the lieutenant.
All right. Well, you have a good one, Mr. Bennett.
Make sure you go over to James's page. He just updated with a part 2 to this interaction with this man who's allegedly lying.
Lydia Rodriguez, TCAA for Judge Murphy. I am either away from my desk or on another line. Please leave me a message and I will call you back.
Hey, I need to let you guys know that you have a rogue judge operating in Torrance County. Just FYI, I saw a really disturbing video on online regarding Gordon Bennett lying to a member of the public just minutes after asking for a man to be brought in front of him for a contempt of court charge. And then when he was confronted by said individual, he denied that happening. So I know that there's, no ethics board that's going to do any reprimand here to the judge. So I know you guys all take care of yourselves and congratulations. So the whole world is watching, and the days of crooked judges, politicians, cops are numbered based on camera evidence. I know it's really inconvenient. Best of luck. Thanks for watching the video, you guys. If you like the content and you want to find your way back, please subscribe to the channel. You can click on the bell notifications to receive all updates to the channel. If you'd like to support the channel, memberships are available. There are several different tiers available. There's also a PayPal link in the description if you'd like to help the channel financially. Thanks so much, you guys. Like I said, go check out James's channel. Go and subscribe. Tell him that I sent you. And we will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for being here.